Hey, you made it. Welcome, ladies and gents. Richard Goldrock here. Have you ever reached a stage in your life where you think to yourself, what did I do? What did I do with my finances? What do I do with my finances? And where do I take it from here? You haven't a clue, do you? To be honest, neither do I. Well, no, I'm kidding. I know a bit, but I'm not the most diligent at implementing in practice. I've lived a great life with no regrets, but I know I could have been doing it better. Join me on this journey, this series. This is a message to myself, a message to a younger, foolish me, a message I wish I had heard before having children, and a message I hope reaches my children. Well, let's dive in. Let's try to decipher the financial chaos we've embroiled ourselves into. So here's my opinion. You're an investor whether you like it or not. Yes, that's right, you. You want to hold cash, you're an FX trader. You want to buy a house, you're into real estate. You want to do nothing and know nothing about this? Well then, you're a gambler. So why not take action and control your finances, rather than allow your finances to control the actions you take? Okay, so what's done is done. What now? What's the next step you take from this moment to maximize your financial and personal well-being? Let's start with your personal finances. Just before we get into it, just real quick, let's try and understand value. Value is the importance, worth, and usefulness of something to you or someone else. We'll cover this in the next episode in more detail, as understanding this will help you orientate yourself toward a better decision. Right, let's start. Personal Finance 101. Point 1. Personal assets. What do you have? What do you have that you consider valuable or useful, desirable by others? House, cars, possessions, investments, stocks, ideas, knowledges.
Knowledges. I guess that would make sense if you've got knowledge in more than one area, but yeah, fine.
Have a think of yours. Point 2. Personal liabilities. Do you owe something to someone? Is there a legal obligation for you to transfer value to someone else? For example, your mortgage, credit cards, personal loans, father-in-laws. Yeah, I bet you regret betting that 10K away in Vegas. Point 3. Personal income, such as salary, wages, interest, dividend, daily bread, etc. Have a think of yours. Now, at this point, I'm assuming you do. If not, go directly to start and earn your $200. Go add value to your system, and your system in turn will return value to you. Is your ecosystem fair? We'll cover this in a later video, but for now, let's go with the saying, beggars can't be choosers. Point 4. Personal expenses. These are your cost of living and your entertainment, such as rent, food. That's a combination of rent and food. It's rude, because it devours your income. Serious note, rent, food, utility, fun. Have a think of yours. Important hint here. Very important hint here. Don't spend more than you have or more than you bring in. Two options here. Earn more or spend less. Let me help you with the latter. Ask yourself the following questions. Do I need it? Another way of asking this is, does the item in question add value? Another question, is there a better alternative, a cheaper alternative, an alternative that lasts longer? Think about it. I'll cover this in a later video and tie this into how saving cash can inadvertently save the world. But in the meantime, check out these great cash saving videos. Moving on to personal cash flows. The timings of your incomings versus your outgoings. Why are cash flows important on a personal level? Well, you want to avoid going into the red or going into the negatives and the implications attached to going into the negatives. And you want to seize opportunities while you're in the black/green or positives, thereby maximizing your financial well-being, i.e. wealth maximization. We'll do a whole video on wealth maximization, as that's what this series is all about. Congratulations, you've just placed a thought holder on your personal balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statements, i.e. your personal finances. Most people without rich dads start with nothing. So I'll consider you one of these people. Our mission here is to maximize wealth and convert as much of our active income into passive income. I'll do a future video on this topic, but for now, here's a brief description. Active income requires your physical activities to generate income for yourself, such as your job, mining, farming. This has its limitations. In other words, you only have 24 hours in a day. That's a time limitation. And you have X amount of energy. Now, passive income, on the other hand, requires little or no effort to earn. How does one earn something while doing nothing? You've come to the right place. Allow me to tell you. Listen carefully. You take your income. You less your living expenses. You get your disposable income. Less your entertainment expense. Remember, try and reduce this. You're left with your savings, i.e. your investable cash. Maximize this. Maximize your investable cash. Take your investable cash, be it £1, $1, €1, £1, one dinar. Consider your risk appetite and buy an asset which generates income for you. Like what? So many. Dividend stocks, capital growth stocks, property, reusable art, interest-bearing assets, peer-to-peer lending, royalties, affiliate marketing, crowdfunding. The list goes on. Right. £1 isn't going to get you far, but you can still do something with it, surprisingly. What are your options? A. Gamble. B. Start a business. C. Put it into an interest-bearing account. D. Give your cash to an investment manager. E. Do nothing. F. Self-managed portfolio. Let's look at each option in turn. A. Gambling. Put it all on red and gamble it away. There's more than 50% chance of you saying goodbye to your hard-earned cash. That's just how gambling works. It's designed to take your money. It's designed to win money for the house. That's how casinos exist. They take money from you. I can and do strongly advise you to stay away from this option. In a later video, I'll cover how I think gambling industry distracts from a healthy ecosystem. If I were Prime Minister, I would get rid of gambling. Option B, start a business. Now, I'm not sure £1 will get you very far, but please do send me any £1 to £1 million success stories. Starting a business will very much be a part of the series, but for now, let's be quick with £1. Option C, interest-bearing accounts. This is a low-risk, low-yield option. Your risk appetite and profile will determine whether this is a good option for you. Example, if you don't have capacity to lose your investable cash or need the cash in the near future, then here you go. This is a fairly safe option for you. Once again, do your research. D, give your money to an invest manager or put it into a managed portfolio. Not many of these guys want to know you small fry. We'll cover the good and the bad in these guys in a later video. Option E, do nothing. You're losing money as inflation devours our purchasing power. Don't get me started on the moving platforms we're on. The country platform, the FX platform, the industry platform, the assets class platform. You think we're standing still. You think by doing nothing, your net worth won't move. Ha ha, I laugh in thy face. Let me tell you, everything moves, including cash. There is continental drift in the financial world. Financial drift. I've just made the word up. We'll cover it in a later video. Option F, self-managed portfolio. Here's what I've done. I've downloaded an investment app. I use Trading 212. I'm not sponsored by them, but I did my research, I read the reviews, and I felt they had the best features for my needs. They also had the widest range of stocks that I was genuinely interested in. FYI, I'm still happy. I went through the setup process. It took me 2 minutes. I selected Tesla. I looked at the price, performed my due diligence. Due diligence, future video. Considered the risk, future video. And considered my cash flow needs, future video. And bought a fractional share, which I intend to monitor and hold for the next 5 years. If you've done similar, pat yourself on the back. You're now an investment fund manager, your own. Thanks everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've liked the content in this video, and only if you've liked it, please hit the like button and share it. Help get this message across to as many individuals as possible. Let's together make this world a better place.
Anybody could make a bigger form factor.
Any fool.
Any fool could make a bigger form factor.
There,
Well, we're not any fool.